Yes, it's working. Hi, morning, guys. Oh my god, my camera was giving us some trouble.
Have to get a new one.
Yeah, boy. Jeez, this thing acting up. So, guys, this side! That was Mosi was wondering what in heaven did. Oh, yes. All right. See the moment there.
Wow.
Alright, guys. So, thank you for joining us this morning. Thank you for subscribing, for liking and sharing my videos. Thank you so much. For those who are new back to our channel, I am Mosi Ken. Yeah, my hubby and my children are usually on my channel, and well, in our vlogs we kind of discuss a lot of different things that are going on. We discuss makeup and things in our life and blah blah blah.
Blah blah blah.
This morning I got a much more neutral look. I wasn't feeling like playing in any eyeshadow this morning. It's like I just want to play it, so I just do a little thing there. Still looking hot, and so if you want to know how I created this look, just leave me a comment in the comment section, and I'll do a video. It's just basic neutral. Yeah, I got the idea from another YouTuber who did it, and her makeup is always so hot. Taylor Made Jean, I think is her name. I love her videos. So yeah. So this morning we're talking about, this was, remember I told you guys we were going into detail from our toxic, leaving toxic family and friends at the back and behind. We're not going forward with anybody that is contributing to any stress or anything in our lives. And one of the experiences, I know I've been asked about it, and I think, I'm not going to call any names or anything, but I'm just going to give you a little idea as to what the experience was like. So last year, my son and I have had some really, and even into this year, some health challenges. And with me, we're trying to get it under control. We've figured out what are the contributors especially with my heart. What were the contributors of why my heart was acting the way it was? So, it used to feel like it would stop beating, and then it would start back after a few seconds. No. Yeah. Oh, we don't need to bring stuff for me. Yeah, it would stop beating and then it would start back. And last year it was very scary experiencing that, and it took me to accident and emergency quite a few times. But not only that, a lot of people didn't know that my son, I just can't talk about it, because I feel like I'm gonna cry. Anyhow, one of my friends who I was very close with, and she was getting married, and I was over the moon happy for her that things were happening. And I used to tell my husband, oh my god, I'm so happy for her. I can't believe this is actually happening. And when she told me that she wanted to have a small ceremony, I was like, kid, you do your thing. Just send pictures to me and I will be so happy just to watch the pictures, because it's alright. I don't know, spending unnecessary money for a wedding, it's like not called for. I'm happy for you, and I will come and check you afterwards.
Yeah, at the end of the day, not how big the wedding is. It's how you keep being married.
Yes. So she ended up still incorporating everything for my husband and I to attend, and I was grateful for it. I was looking forward to going to the wedding because I was really excited. And lo and behold, as anybody who's very close to us would know, anytime we plan on doing something, one of our children always surprise us with something, or me always end up feeling sick. So a few days before, my heart had started back doing the crazy stuff again. And it was kind of it. I was scared. I was scared that it would not start back again. And every time it happened, I didn't really tell my husband. I didn't tell him that it was happening, but he would look at my face and he would know that it's happening. And then, when I went to accident and emergency here at Mount Hope, they had recognized that it was something serious that I need to get under control. So they did ECG and I did MRI. That was the first time I ever did an MRI. And they hooked me up to a machine to monitor the heart to make sure to see what was happening. And I was placed on medication to help my heart wasn't beating normal. It was off. So they put me on some medication to help get it under control. And it did help for a while, but I was feeling drained and moving around and even doing daily things like cooking and things. I couldn't do it because I didn't have the strength to get up and do what I had to do. And even coming to work, I would reach the work late because I couldn't. I'll be on work and I couldn't function properly. So my doctor had ended up placing me on some leave where I can rest and try and get myself under control. And coming on from that, coming closer to the wedding, our son ended up getting a very high fever, and we didn't even realize that his ear bell had popped.
Due to the high fever.
Due to the high fever, his left ear bell had popped. And I was like, what shit is this? So is when I went cleaning the ear and I realized, what shit is this going on here? So we took him to the hospital and they said he would be okay, give him the ear drop and so on. It happens when children have internal fever and so on. So I wasn't able to attend the wedding at all. I tried calling her. He didn't feel any pain.
He had no pain.
No, he had none. He was telling me that, he was telling me he was feeling dizzy or his head was hurting, and I think because he's only 5 years old, he couldn't explain properly that, his ears was paining. I think the fact that he said he was feeling dizzy and his head is feeling funny was him trying to explain to us that the left ear bell had popped. So after that, I tried contacting her. Even on the date, I messaged her. She was very upset that I didn't turn up. And that is understandable. You're looking forward to your close family and friends to be there. But what upset me was the fact that she did not want to hear why I couldn't make it. And I was like, okay, I let that fly. After that, my son, something started happening with the ear. And there was a piece of flesh that was growing out of the ear that, it was really swollen to the fact that it was blocking up. So we decided to take him back to Mount Hope Hospital, and they started talking about they started talking about biopsy and the possibility of cancer, and we need to cut it to see what it is, and for us to take him upstairs, and I literally lost it. I couldn't hold back what are you telling me about biopsy? I was in a mess. My son was like so brave. He was like, Mommy, everything will be okay. And I done crying, and the doctor's like, we have to prepare you in the event, so you know how to do, what to do and how to handle everything. And for me, I was like, what are you talking about? How did this turn from a popped ear bell to the possibility of cancer? Like, what are you talking about? So for that period of time, I was, until he got the results from the test, my heart was broken, because he was like, he is my only son. So Mm-mm. So it, I was like walking around campus, and I couldn't even catch myself because I had to walk away from my desk a few times because I sat there and I kept wondering how many, thinking about how many times I put, I sacrificed to come to work, knowing sometimes, you know, you had my children sick, and I had to leave them with hubby and come to work, and just so many things was going through my mind. And that day I decided, you know what, let me go and talk to her and explain to her what was happening. And when I got to her, I had a heaviness on my chest because I was already dealing with waiting on results coming back. And I couldn't eat properly. I couldn't sleep properly. I think that sent my blood pressure even higher. And I went to her because I was like, we've been friends for so many years. Even though I know she didn't read my messages because I've been sending it on WhatsApp, and she didn't see it. I tried calling her, she wasn't taking my calls. And when I went to her, she was like, I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to talk to you. I've always been there for you. I don't want to talk to you. And I was like, what shit is this? This already day. I was 2 seconds away from cursing this girl out. But the little Christian in me, because I need God to help me deal with the situation with my son, I wasn't going to allow anybody to block my blessing for healing for my son. So that is how I look at it. I didn't want any results coming back saying anything. So I said, you see this? I walked away from that. And I was like, all right. And then, lo and behold, I started to see she blocked me on WhatsApp and unfriend me. And I'm like, on Facebook. And I'm like, oh, okay. All right, honey. And that was the end there. I decided, you know what? I told my husband, because he was friends with her as well. And we just severed everything. We deleted her numbers. We removed her from both Facebook, Instagram, everything. And I just felt like you don't have any kids, so you don't understand the challenges of a parent. Sometimes we have 4 little ones, and even with the greatest of plans that we may have, sometimes we have to put our children first, and even sometimes you have to put your health first.
And still, you're still considering
going the reception.
That's part picture in any kind, that's past one unless you see
that are not well.
Yeah.
And but I was like, I can't do this, and not know. And I thought because of we were so close that she would have understand what we were going through at that point in time. But then some people just don't have a mental capacity, so they're very selfish and they think only of themselves.
And you two was friends before I met you?
Yeah, we were friends before my husband. And I couldn't understand how you can be, yes, it can be upset that somebody wasn't there. But then when you hear the genuine thing behind it, it wasn't like, oh, she getting married, so I don't want to be there.
Coincidentally, she was getting married to one of my schoolmates.
Yeah. Why wouldn't I want to come and share in your happiness? Something seriously had to happen for me not to be there. And I was just thrown for a loop, and then I got to understand this is human behavior. This is how humans behave. Well, some humans. And yeah, I even had another friend who was getting married that week, and she was like, it's all right. And watch now, she and I not even friends that long, and she sent cake for me and sent pictures for me to see. And even with the whole incident, nobody knew about what was going on with my son. Only Anton and the people from church who was praying for us, because we needed to keep it that small, because we were fasting and praying for his healing. So we didn't want it all over the place. But I was still willing to tell her what was happening with him, because she was aware that I was having health challenges. She was aware of that. So I was like, you know what? I don't need friends like that. Yeah, I need people who understand that sometimes things happen when you have kids, sometimes things happen to persons, and it's not like you're not trying to be there for the people, it's that things happen in life. And I don't need that in my life.
No love lost.
No love lost. I still wish her the best. I pray God bless their marriage and her relationship and that she can have children, and see that sometimes you have to put your children first. Not sometimes. You have to put your children first.
All the time.
All the time. So, no love lost, honey. No love lost. And
if she sees this, she'll understand. She'll know, get the full.
She could still, even if she sees it, I still don't want her in my life as a friend. I'm sorry. It done there already. It has already been laid out there. And for me, if you had to be so extreme to act that type of way, then I don't need you in my life.
Shock me what she tell you, what she said to you.
Yeah, I don't need that.
She don't want to hear what you have to say.
Yeah, I was like, no, I'm good, honey. I'm good. I still wish you the best. From afar, I'm good. So yeah. So be careful of the people that you let into your life. Some people, even they might be there for years, and it just takes one incident to bring their true colors out. So, I don't need that. Let's just keep it moving. So yeah, that was Santiti there. So guys, I have reached to work. Thank you, hubby. Don't forget to bring me breakfast. So I'll see you guys on the next one. Thank you so much for joining me and hubby. And I pray that the blessings be upon your life. And, you know, yeah. Yep. Over and out. Bye.